Hello everyone, I hope you all have been watching my videos on the topic circulatory system in humans. In the previous video, we discussed about the different blood vessels that enter and leave the heart. So today we'll continue with that. So, as you remember, the heart is roughly triangular in shape. It has 4 chambers: right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, and the left ventricle. Then the valve present between the right auricle and right ventricle is called the tricuspid valve, and the valve present between the left auricle and left ventricle is called bicuspid valve. The vena cava draw so don't think the heart is outside the body. It's just to show the different parts of the body, and this as the lungs, just to make the explanation simpler. So from the different parts of the body, the vena cava brings blood, deoxygenated blood, to the right auricle. Now, I have already discussed that deoxygenated blood is denoted with blue and oxygenated blood is denoted with red. Since I don't have blue and red chalk, like the previous video, I will be denoting deoxygenated blood with broken arrows. Okay, so the vena cava brings deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body to the right auricle. From the right auricle, it enters the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, this deoxygenated blood goes to the lungs for oxygenation. And who carries it? The pulmonary artery. And I told you, pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood. And if you remember, there is a valve present here in between the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery. So there is a valve here. And the name of this valve is semilunar pulmonary valve. Now in the lungs, the blood gets oxygenated. So oxygenated blood now enters the left auricle. And who carries it? The pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein is the only vein which carries oxygenated blood. From here, the blood now enters the left ventricle, and this oxygenated blood is carried to the different parts of the body by the aorta. And there is a valve present in between the left ventricle and aorta, which is called the semilunar aortic valve. Now if you see, from the body, the deoxygenated blood enters the right auricle, and from the lungs, oxygenated blood enters the left auricle. That means the blood is entering the heart twice. In one circulation, the blood is entering the heart twice. Hence, human blood circulation is called double circulation. Okay, now this part between the circulation between the heart and the lungs is called pulmonary circulation. and the circulation of blood between the heart and the different parts of the body is called systemic circulation. So, if you see, twice it enters the heart, once from here and once from here, hence double circulation. The circulation between the heart and the lungs is called pulmonary circulation, and the circulation between the heart and the different parts of the body is called systemic circulation. Now, if you keep your hand on your chest, you will feel the heart beat. So how does the heart beat, and what is the sound of the heart beat? Now first, what initiates or begins the heartbeat? Now the heartbeat is initiated by the pacemaker. So the pacemaker gives command to begin the heartbeat. And where is the pacemaker located? So pacemaker gives the command to begin the heartbeat. It is located at the opening of the vena cava at the right auricle. The pacemaker gives the command to begin the heartbeat. And where is it located? It is located at the opening of the vena cava on the right auricle. When some people, the pacemaker stops functioning, and so it is replaced by an artificial pacemaker so that the heartbeat, the command to the heartbeat is initiated. Now a doctor uses a stethoscope to listen to your heartbeat. Now keep your hand on your chest. Tell me what is the sound of the heartbeat. So most of you may say dub, 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 whatever, but technically we say the sound of the heartbeat is lub and dub. When do we hear the sound lub and when do we hear the sound dub? So once the pacemaker initiates the heartbeat to take place, what happens is, now the vena cava brings blood to the right auricle, we know that. This blood enters the right ventricle. Similarly, at the same time, the pulmonary vein will be bringing oxygenated blood to the left auricle and will be entering the left ventricle. Okay. Now, as this blood, whenever blood, now suppose imagine a balloon. You blow a balloon. How do you take out the air from it? You squeeze the balloon. That means you contract it. Same thing happens here also. The right and the left auricle, they contract or they squeeze, and the blood enters the ventricles. Now, when the blood enters the ventricles, there are valves here. Now, to prevent the backflow of blood, what happens? The valve closes. So, once all the blood from the auricles have entered the ventricles, the valves, that is the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve, they close. So, during this time, we hear the sound lub. Now, blood from the right ventricle is entering the pulmonary artery and from the left ventricle is entering the aorta. Here also what happens? It contracts. So when it contracts, blood enters the pulmonary artery and from here blood enters the aorta. After all the blood has left out, here also we have a valve, semilunar pulmonary valve and semilunar aortic valve. They close. Okay, and this is when we hear the sound dub. So lub is heard when the tricuspid and the bicuspid valve close, and dub is heard when the semilunar pulmonary valve and the semilunar aortic valve close. Okay, so the heart, it keeps on contracting, relaxing. Contraction, relaxation. Okay, so this contraction phase, when they contract, we use the word systole, and when it relaxes, we use the word diastole. This is contraction. And this is relaxation. So once more, the pacemaker is located at the opening of the vena cava on the right auricle. It gives the command for the heart to beat. The blood from the auricles enters the ventricles. Then the dry and the bicuspid valve close. We hear the sound loud. The blood from the ventricles enters the pulmonary artery or the aorta, then the semi-lunar pulmonary valve and the semi-lunar aortic valve close. That time we hear the sound duck. So contraction is called systole and relaxation phase of heart is known as diastole. I hope you understood this. Thank you. Keep watching my videos. Bye-bye.